Hello. How's it going, everyone? Put this away. Welcome to the stream. Today we'll be playing some Star Trek 25th anniversary, actually. A very nice point-and-click adventure game based on the original series. As you might have guessed, I've been a fan of Star Trek for a very long time. Ever since I was a kid, I watched the TV shows on TV. Of course, they were reruns, not that old to have caught the original series. I saw the movies. Of course, I got all of them. And I have the movies on VHS and now on DVD and Blu-ray. And I even bought a couple of Star Trek books. I used to buy them at on the bookstore near my high school, and so I would buy them and read them at during high school or recess, or even sometimes during class. I got a bunch of them. By the way, it says Jornada nas Estrelas, or Journey in the Stars. That's what Star Trek is translated in Portuguese. So I have a bunch of cool books based on a series. I think a few of them are original novels, but a couple of them are actually novelizations of episodes. Like you have here, Encounter in Farpoint. That's just the first episode of the Next Generation, and Emissary. That's the first episode of Deep Space Nine, and the Undiscovered Country. Well, novelization of the sixth movie. So, and I ended up going to each time I would go to the bookstore, I would look up on their selection of Star Trek books, and I would go, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, trying to find one that I haven't got it yet. So I ended up buying all of these back in the day, and I even got a couple of bigger books, this memories of William Shatner, about his memories of the show and the MOOCs, and even this The Return of Captain Kirk by William Shatner. I think it's considered non-canon, but still pretty interesting. And and I'm not sure, you might not know this, I haven't really said, but I actually like making my own homemade pizza. And whenever I make my homemade pizza, I use this to to cut it. Got this at ThinkGeek, I believe, and even though it's a novelty item, but it's pretty useful. I mean, I use it as an actual pizza cutter, so might as well. And there was that one time when I was able, I think was, yeah, a couple years ago, I got to be captain of the Enterprise for a day. This that's me on the bridge of the Enterprise D. Another picture. And no, that is not Photoshop. That is an actual picture on an actual set. But no, I'm not. I'm not exactly on the real Enterprise. This was taken at the Intrepid Museum in New York, and there was the Star Trek Experience thing with a lot of exposition on things and items and costumes and this set all around Star Trek. And at the Intrepid, there was also the real Enterprise. Look at the big nerd over there making a Star Trek symbol. And there's even an Enterprise shuttle below it, so you can see to scale the actual space shuttle Enterprise and the fictional shuttle of the Enterprise. I can almost hear that scene from The Simpsons where Homer walks by I think he goes back to college and he walks by some guy and just yells "nerd" at the guy. I can, yeah, I can almost hear it just by looking at this picture. So yeah, let's get started then. Okay. Reading title. By the way, even though I've played this, it has been quite a while, so I made a recently I made a poll back here in my channel asking people if they would rather I go to a point-and-click adventure game blind or knowing all the puzzle solutions, and majority, I mean, not everybody voted, but everyone who voted 100% agreed that they wanted to go see me blind. But since I've already played this, I mean, the first couple of chapters I know exactly how to solve, but after that it's been a while, so I might not know, might not remember exactly how to solve things, but I might remember because it's been quite a few years and very easy to forget solutions like that. And so let's see. I did read the manual just to make sure I knew exactly how to play this. Didn't risk not fumbling with the controls or anything. So after chapter 2, there is a risk that I might get stuck or might need to look up something. But hey, that's what you guys want to see. You want to see me figuring out all the answers. You can actually chime in if you want to. If you want to try and figure out a solution yourself and want to suggest something, and I'm more than welcome. You can backseat gaming. I mean, since I already played this, it's not really spoiling anything for me. So let's go. Too loud.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Look at that pixelated ship. So yeah, this game actually stars all the original voice actors from the original series. It's very faithful adaptation.
Demon World.
Each chapter is like an episode.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Mr. Sulu, raise shields.
Raising shields.
Chekhov, arm weapons.
Arming weapons.
There you go. Where is the Republic? Focus repairs on shield.
Aye, sir.
Already in battle. Uh-oh. Repair engines.
Aye, sir.
Where are you? Come on. Repair hull.
Aye, sir.
Estimates the Republic is crippled, Captain.
Captain Patterson extends his
Was that
congratulations,
Nemo?
sir.
F the Republic fire.
and disarming weapons.
There you go.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Okay, hang on. volume a little bit more. There you go. How's everything now? Yeah. So as you can see, this game kind of throws you into the deep end right away. Already have to figure out how to manage ship combat, even though that was just a simulation. So if you lost that first battle, wouldn't have any punishment. But yeah, it's still pretty interesting that you start out like this. And so quick tour of the bridge here. You have Scotty here, where you can have him repair certain systems or prioritize. I mean, all the systems are constantly being repaired as you go, but you can tell him to focus on one. If the sensor is broken, the screen starts flickering, and your phasers or photon torpedoes are broken, you can't fire. The hull and engines are really essential, and of course you have the shield that protects everything. Mr. Sulu, he can raise shields or enter standard orbit around the planet. With Chekhov, you can arm weapons or enter or warp to another star system. Uhura, you can use her to send information or send messages to another ship or a planet. And with Spock, you can talk to him to ask him about his advice on what to do, and even ask him to research something on the computer. And you are Captain Kirk, and you can check the captain's log to read about your previous missions. You can go on an away mission to transport to one of the planets, and here's the menu where you can save and load.
Save new game.
Save ST1. So I'll talk to Spock a little
I
bit.
advise referring to the star map and setting a course for the Pollux system, sir.
Okay, so now we have to warp to the Pollux system. So let's ask Chekhov. And here we have a star map, but which one is the Pollux system? As it happens, if you warp to the wrong star, you might end up coming face to face with space pirates, or accidentally going to the Romulan neutral zone, and you end up going to a battle you basically can't win, because it's meant to punish you if you do that, because this is actually the game's copy protection. The stars are labeled in the manual. Thankfully, I do have the manuals. But if you don't have the manual, if you get this from like GOG, they also provide you with a scan of the manuals, so you can find out which one is. So if you consult down here, down there, there's Pollux is number 19. So number 19 is the one to the lower right or left. Yeah, your right, my left. To lower left of the map. So it should be this one. Hang on. Take out the star map. Yeah, should be this one. Let's go.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Yeah, got the right one. So, well, we're still not close to the planet, so we still can't beam down, but we need to be in standard orbit to do that. So let's orbit the planet.
Entering standard orbit.
There you go. Send them a hail, just to let them know that we have arrived.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angevin, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Okay. Hey, what do you think, Spock?
Pollux 5 has recently emerged from an ice age, sir. It's spring at the moment, cool but tolerable. Sensors indicate previously documented flora and fauna. Nothing unusual.
Okay, so I think we're ready to go.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
So now we've entered the actual point-and-click version, point-and-click aspect, part of the game. That we have this two ways to play the ship mode and the point-and-click mode, the ground mode, or waiting mode. In this one, you point to where you want Kirk to go, and there's this menu. Right-click opens this menu where you can select an action, like look at something, or speak to someone, even the other crew members. You can pick up an object, or you can use an object in your menu. And here's your inventory over here. We have a phaser set to stun and a phaser set to kill, which dematerializes objects and people. We have a science tricorder and a medical tricorder, a communicator, and a medical medical case in case someone needs help. So let's. Oh, and here you have the main menu, same one as the one on the ship.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's talk to him.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
You can actually select between certain dialogue choices. Of course, in this game, you are actually graded after each mission, so there are a few choices that will not give you a very good grade if you decide to go a little out of character for Captain Kirk, like for example.
Most High Prelate Anne-Given, I am honored to meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil.
It's kind of weird for Kirk to say, but...
Been seeing ghosts and boogeymen, eh? I find that a little hard to believe.
And you can be a jerk if you want to, but if you want to have a good evaluation at the end of your mission,
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS
need to pick the right choices.
We have received word.
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see?
Let's see the jerk option.
Demons, gates of hell. This is the 23rd century. Aside from seeing demons, has
a skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Canbury to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Canbury was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
So we have a mystery on our hands. We have to figure out what are these demons that are haunting these people. Let's see. This is just a lab. No one here. Well, let's check out the mountain first. Just take a look at these demons. Whoa. Phaser.
You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
So Klingons just attacked us. What the heck? And one of the Klingons' hands just broke off.
We registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
So you see, the Klingons actually use disruptors as their weapons. So, but even though they were using disruptors, they did not register any disruptor fire. So let's check out this hand that broke off.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
Hang on. Take a look at it.
This hand was taken from the Klingon outside the cave.
It's maybe an artificial Klingon? Hey Spock, what do you make of it?
Nothing happens.
Hang on. Ask about it. Can you use this with Spock?
Nothing happens.
Maybe later. Oh yeah, I think I can use it in another lab. Well, let's keep going. The cave-in. So, well, we do have phasers that then can dematerialize all this rubble so let's check it. Let me just save real quick.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
So, as you might notice, we have Kirk, McCoy, and Spock, and a red shirt. And let's see if we try and dematerialize this.
Captain, the structure is extremely unstable. I would not recommend disturbing the lower section before the upper sections have been cleared.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Captain, the structure is extremely
Assume firing positions.
Come on. Uh-oh.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim. So yeah, in this game, if you do the wrong thing, you can get the red shirt guy killed, and you can still go, but you'll get a bad evaluation on your mission. So let's reload. Yeah. So what you're supposed to do is start with the loose rock over there.
Assume firing positions.
So it doesn't fall on you. I mean, it was about to fall on Kirk, and he saved Kirk's life, but it's... Okay, now we can do everything else.
There is no apparent effect.
Whoa.
Captain, this course of action is ineffectual.
Okay, this one I don't need to. And there's a guy that was trapped. Let's have a medical tricorder.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Okay. Give him some medical attention.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Okay, can he speak?
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Okay, so now we have access to this door.
A large metallic door is set in the structure.
And this little panel.
This looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
Can I use it?
Sir, it may be dangerous. Let me try it.
Uh-oh.
I think I was shocked, sir.
It's always the red shirt guy. Poor guy. Maybe use this hand?
The fit is perfect, but something seems to be shorting out. Nothing happens.
Okay,
Nothing happens.
Something wrong with the hand? Can you take a look at it, Spock?
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Spock with hand. Oh, okay. Well, let's go back to the settlement. Maybe we can analyze this hand on that lab. Okay. Check out this first building here. Hello? Oh, someone. This guy's not human. Okay. Hello.
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
This guy?
This man is in no condition to talk.
Okay, let's examine him.
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
Okay, so we have to get this berry. Hey, TW. Have to get this berry to produce a hypoditoxin to help that guy's infection. So this is actually another optional thing on the... I believe it's optional because I'm not sure if you can avoid, you don't have to do this. So here are the berries. Because there are some like side quests in each chapters.
You've retrieved a sample of berries.
That won't help you finish the chapter, but will help you with your final performance. So kind of optional stuff. So we retrieve the berries. Talk to this guy again. Here we go. We got the berries.
Good! You have found the berries. Bring them to my lab, quickly.
Okay. And what about you?
He is too busy consoling the wounded man.
Okay, what about you?
He is too busy
Okay. Yeah, maybe we need to cure the wounded man first, before talking to anyone else. Okay. Here your bird.
The settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
Is this the Ardak 4? Okay.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Ah, I see. Okay, let's get the medicine to him. Yeah, I mean, since they got all the original voice actors, the performances are pretty good in this. Very authentic. Here you go.
Thank you. You're most kind.
Okay, can you speak now?
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
So they're not illusions, they can hurt you.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
So each person who goes up the mountain sees their biggest fears or whatever representation of evil they considered. So the people from Earth, religious people from Earth, go up and see demons, and this Tellarite guy goes up and see this Krognak demon. And Kirk and his crew went up and saw Klingons.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
Okay, we'll go talk to you in the lab next door then. What about this guy?
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
Okay, let's go to his lab. Okay, now that the guy is cured, we can speak about the nature of this planet. He said it was maybe inhabited previously?
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
Oh, hang on. What's this? What are these things?
A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal.
I never dreamed.
Okay, maybe can I check out all these items?
The glass case is locked.
Hang on. Can I use this? Analyze the pan?
Spock, see what you can do about that hat.
Yeah, try and fix the circuitry maybe?
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
Let's see. Spock to talk about this
I
guy?
failed to see the...
McCoy?
He's in fine physical.
No, I was asking you to talk to him, not scan him.
I never dreamed.
Okay.
The glass case is...
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
This is the jerk answer.
Yes, tell us about these things.
Okay, here we go.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens, meteorite, fossil shells, skull of a small alien animal, twist of metal, or would you rather move on to something else?
Okay, so each
specimens.
Each of these items, you can ask him to elaborate more on each one, so let's hear what he has to say.
True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral meteorite? I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral specimens?
So this planet used to have a moon, but was destroyed eons ago.
Meteorite, fossil shell, one of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet. Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into minerals, fossil skull, a skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The ocelotes combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go into mineral specimen? The twist of this chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go into mineral specimen?
Piece of metal that is probably artificial.
A skull twist, or would you very well? I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
Okay, I'll check them out then. Pick this fossil shell and a twisted piece of metal. There you go. Okay, so now we have the repaired hand. Oh, look, check this.
An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running.
Yeah, simulation of the moon he said he was working on. Just to see what it would have been like. Okay, let's go back to that door and use the hand that we repaired. See if we can open it. Maybe getting a little closer to solving the mystery here. What are the nature
Save new
of
game. Replace previous.
the nature of these demons? What this door means? So let's use this hand on this panel.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens.
Well, let's go. Advanced technology hidden. And what is this? A diagram? Sun, moon? What is this? Nothing.
This appears to control some unusual security equipment.
Okay, let's try pressing buttons. Or maybe ask Spock to do it. He's more.
This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
So the same security system analyzes your mind, manufactures a demon, and transports it to the entrance. Well, now we know why those people are being attacked. What about this? Some kind of... It's a puzzle. Okay. Everything's turned on, so let's try turning everything off. Here. Over here. That should do it.
Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory.
No, that's the jerk answer. Come on.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from? We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land?
That's another jerk answer.
Stop. I welcome
So
you on
two is the
behalf
right
of
one.
the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization.
Jerk answer.
Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
Well, so now we know that the planet was indeed previously inhabited, and there was a moon before, but the guys were not counting on the moon being destroyed. Programmed the machine to wake them up on the next eclipse. With no moon, there would be no eclipse ever.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
Uh-oh. Well,
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
yeah, it is. It does look kind of like him. What is it? What can you tell me about this?
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course, I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions.
Okay, sure. And as it happens, we do have a piece of metal that was artificial, so maybe this is the key.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your Federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Well, problem solved. No more demons. Mystery. Uncovered the mystery of them. Mission accomplished.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
The banter between those two. Next episode.
Hijack.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The USS Enterprise is to report immediately to Beta Myamed. The USS Masada has failed to report as scheduled. Determine nature of delay and take whatever measures are necessary.
Set course for Beta Myamed, sir.
Okay. So yeah, you can, as you saw by the... Let me just save the game real quick.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
And I got a perfect evaluation since I didn't choose any jerk answers and I didn't let the red shirt guy die. Did everything. As you can see, this game kind of follows the same pattern. You arrived at a place, you beam down wherever it is, and you have to solve the problem and accomplish a mission. Or solve a mystery, or whatever. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty nice format for a Star Trek game. I mean, it kind of follows the same story structures as the actual episodes of the original series. So, kind of surprising that they only did point-and-click adventures a couple times. I mean, there's this, and then there's Star Trek Judgment Rights is the kind of the sequel. And unfortunately, I believe there was this. There was a game based on the new Star Trek movie, but they decided to make it like a third-person shooter. I mean, come on, that does not reflect Star Trek. Star Trek is not an action series. It's supposed to be like discovering stuff and solving puzzle problems. But yeah, like I said, the point and click format fits it very well. So I very much like this game. So now our next destination is Beta Myamid. So we have to consult our star map again. Check where is Beta Myamid. The copy protection. I actually have the manual, so I can check it myself here if I want. Omega Alpha Proxima. Beta Myamid, number 15. It's over there, near the middle. Okay. Over here.
There is an unidentified ship closing rapidly. Weapons armed and shields up.
Try.
Message coming in, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Leave the Beta Myamid system immediately. You're interfering in Elasi affairs.
We are conducting a search and rescue mission for the USS Masada. It was last reported in this system. We cannot leave until we can confirm its location and condition.
So be it. You have been warned. Prepare to die.
Uh-oh. We got space pirates on our hands.
Raising shields. Arming weapons.
The little screen in front of Kirk, it tells you where your enemy is. The green dot is where it is, and the center dot is the center of your vision. So you kind of have to maneuver your ship with the cursor. Ah, come on. Okay, repair shields.
Aye, sir.
Where are you? Now this is combat for real. If I don't do a good job here, the ship explodes. Not like the first one.
Captain, they are fleeing.
Ah,
The
okay.
enemy ship's initial intercept course was from the last known position of the Masada. I suggest we orbit the planet for a closer sensor scan, sir.
Okay, we won. Okay, let's go to the Masada then. There it is.
There she is, Captain. She does not appear to be seriously damaged. Her shields are up, and 27 life forms are aboard.
Okay, try sending a message.
Hailing the ship, Captain.
Greetings, Federation Imperialists. I am Elasi Seraph, and I have claimed this ship as a blow for freedom against Federation tyranny.
This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. You are illegally in possession of Starfleet property. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Listen, Lassie. Hand over the ship and hostages now, or things are going to get very nasty. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Mr. Elassi, it appears that you have found something the Starfleet lost. This is Captain James T. Kirk
No, this
of the
is
USS
this is
Enterprise.
a good
You are
one.
illegal.
Ah, the infamous Captain Kirk. The Masada is mine. You will release 25 political prisoners I specify, or I will destroy the ship and its crew. The list of those wrongfully imprisoned should be coming over to you now.
Data file captured, Captain. Computer indicates they were all convicted of piracy with various counts of murder and mayhem thrown in.
Freeing the prisoners you requested will take time. We have to track down their current locations, and Starfleet will have to grant permission to move them here. I will get that started. You should tender a show of good faith on your part. Will you beam over so we can discuss negotiations face to face? We can work together on this, Elassi. How about beaming some of the hostages over as a show of good faith? Freeing the prisoners we can work together on this, Elassi. How about beaming some of the hostages over as a show of good faith?
Yeah, he's not going to fall for this.
Freeing the prisoners we can work together.
What? Lower my shield so you can beam over a war party? I'm not stupid, Captain. We'll play by my rules.
So long as the shields are up, Captain, our hands are tied.
The Enterprise can overpower the Masada and take her, but the pirates would have all the time they need to kill every one of the hostages.
Will you send over data on the whereabouts and conditions of my falsely accused clansmen languishing in your dungeons, Captain?
Very well, we'll do it your way. I will put together the data packet. Kirk out. Your fellow Elassi have been tried in Federation courts of law and found guilty of their crimes. We'll listen to your complaints if you discuss them reasonably. Forget it, Elassie Seraph. You'll be the next one languishing on a Federation penal planet unless you drop your shields and surrender to me immediately.
Yeah, you don't want to provoke
Very well, we'll do it your way. I will put together the data packet. Kirk out.
When you were being a negotiator here, you have to try and... Okay. Let's see.
Save need replace previous game.
So now we have another problem with our hands because we can't transport to any ship that has a shield up. Shield blocks transporter beams. So, hang on. Ask Spock for some advice.
Captain, we could use the command prefix code to lower the Masada's shields briefly, long enough for one transporter burst.
Okay, so let's check out this code. We can ask the computer. And this computer, you can actually search a lot of terms and a lot of items. And so, for example, we can search the Enterprise.
USS Enterprise, Federation Constitution class starship, currently commanded by Captain James T. Kirk, on the 4th year of a 5-year mission of exploration. Its first officer is Mr. Spock. Its registration number is NCC 1701.
We can ask about a species or planet system or ships or even one of the characters. Pretty expansive library here, so of terms. So let's check out the Masada. One S or two?
Topic not available, Captain.
One S. Masada.
Masada, USS. A Federation tug tender. Registry NCC 293391. Currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler. Crew complement of 17. Primary mission, tow, repair of disabled ships. Its input override code is 293-397-736-3829.
Okay, so we actually have to write that down. We'll have to... Masada...
Masada, USS. A Federation tug tender.
293391
Currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler. Crew complement of 17.
There we go.
Primary mission.
Okay, we got the input code. Let's transmit it. Send it. Hail the Masada? No. Send prefix code. The code is 293391.
That code had no effect, Captain.
Whoops, not that dash. Prefix code. 293391-197736-3829.
Sending prefix and lowering the Masada's shields.
There you go. Now we can beam over.
Captain, the shields are up.
Oh, our shields are up, of course.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Okay, beam up.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott,
or beam
you have
over.
the con.
Oh, a lot of damage here. Let's check out that guy.
Well, at least I'm not picking.
Alright, this.
He's not hurt badly. I can revive him.
Okay, so he's just unconscious.
Thank you, Doctor. Be careful, Captain. The Lassie like to set booby traps. If you need any equipment, I've got my tools in this workspace.
Ah, nice. Pick up these tools. Check them out. What is this?
The Runsonate transmogrifier. This device was
Transmogrifier.
invented by an engineer with a sense of humor about names. With the proper attachments, engineers use it for temporary fixes on key circuits.
Well, a lot of circuits here need fixing.
A small bomb appears to have damaged the transporter controls.
Okay, so we can't use this ship's transporters. It's just at least not until we repair them. Oh, very damaged. There's
Some kind of force field appears to cover the door.
this is the door to the bridge, and they're protected by a force field. There's another right here. Uh-oh. Stun phaser.
Hey, what are you doing here?
There you go. Yeah.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
See. Okay, let's try and open this door to free the hostages. Uh-oh.
You've set off some type of booby trap. The force field protected you from the blast, but everyone inside the brig is dead.
Ugh. Okay, we just killed all the hostages. Okay, reload. Well, the guy did say that they like to make booby traps. Okay, maybe Spock, you go deactivate the bomb.
There. I believe the bomb is now defused, Captain.
Okay. Now I can open the doors.
Thank you for freeing us, Captain. We'll secure the area so they don't come up behind you. We've had electrical problems with our door to our bridge, Captain. The Alassi don't know we put an electric shutdown device. You'd never find it by chance. But if you used a charged phaser welder 2 feet to the left of the door and 1 foot off the ground, you might be able to shut down the force field and get a jump on the Alassi.
Pick up this, remove this bomb. Charge phaser. Oh wait, hang on. I think I missed a couple tools back there. Or maybe, hang on. Something here I can pick up? Oh, there is a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Whoa, okay, there are pieces of metal, pieces of wire, and this here.
A phaser welder. It is without power.
A welder. So, but if I can actually charge this phaser welder with my phasers.
Phaser welder is now charged.
There we go.
Some scraps of metal found in the corridors of the Masada.
Okay, let's see if... Come here. Okay, let's see if Spock can repair these circuit controls with the transmogrifier, maybe?
Captain, I need to find a bit that will fit into the transmogrifier before I can go further with this.
Okay, so it needs a piece. Can use the phaser welder on the little bits of metal.
I think that does it. A comb bit for the transmogrifier. Now I can continue repairs on the transporter controls.
There you go. Just put this here.
The parts fit together satisfactorily.
Nice. And now we can repair the controls.
I attach these here. Now, all I need is a spare length of wiring.
I do have some wiring here.
The bits are not long enough. I need a longer piece.
Longer piece of wiring, okay. I mean, there's this big cable on the floor, but you can't pick that up. But I think there are some wires back here. They get tied up. Yeah, now that the bomb's been defused, I can get these wires here. There you go. This should be enough. Yeah, much longer piece. piece of wire on the transporter controls.
The controls are set for just inside the bridge door, Captain.
Mr. Spock, you're a genius.
I wouldn't go that far, Jim. But I do have to congratulate you, Mr. Spock. Now we can really risk shooting our atoms around the universe. Is this really necessary, Jim?
Analysis, Lieutenant Christensen.
Security analysis, sir. If we transport onto the bridge, we'll have the drop on them. Assuming Mr. Spock has the transporter working properly. If we could get past the force field on the door of the bridge, we should be able to surprise them for sure. Since we have a bomb, Captain, we could rearm it, transport it onto the bridge, and perhaps the Elasi will flee into the hallway. Then we could capture them.
And any hostages on the bridge will be killed when the bomb goes off. No, Jim. That's inhuman.
To say nothing of the possible damage to the bridge controls.
Yeah, that's a really bad idea, you redshirt. But actually, this now
Save
shows.
New game. Replace previous.
This now shows that this mission now has three possible outcomes that you can choose. You can either put the bomb in the transporter and transport it to the bridge and blow up everything in there. Unfortunately, that will kill everyone, the pirates, and blow up and destroy the ship, including the hostages. Or you can transport into the ship using the transporter, or you can open the door like the guy said. Use a phaser welder 2 feet to the left and 1 feet above the ground, and it will shut down the controls. Let's see if I can pinpoint the right location.
That did it. The
There you
field
go.
is deactivated, Captain.
So yeah, now we have three options, and 2 of them will work. I mean, one of them will give you it will make you go to the next mission, but will give you a very bad evaluation because you'd have killed all the hostages. But it is a way to progress to the next mission. Or we can use the transporters, or just go through the door we just opened. So let's go through the transporters.
I'm going to have a word for you, Spock, if we appear inside the door.
Hang on, let me save.
Save new game.
Let me ST2. So now we can try maybe stun them. Stun everyone. Just like we did. Uh-oh. The red shirt guy got killed. We weren't fast enough. You can't stun all 3 of them in time. So I'm going to try loading the game. And instead of the solution here, the peaceful solution to try and not get everyone killed, is to just talk to the guy.
It's over, Sareth. Surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew.
Trying to get him into surrender so we don't have to fire at everyone.
Freeze. Don't even think about it. Check and mate, Elasi. Don't do anything foolish. It's over, Sareth.
Yeah,
surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew.
This seems like the nicer answer.
You're an honorable and worthy opponent, Kirk. I accept your offer.
Scotty, beam down a security team to the bridge. We have regained control. Mr. Scott, beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
There. Problem solved. Pirates have been apprehended and the hostages have been rescued, all alive.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Beta Mayamed and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Trying to hold a Federation starship captive. Can you believe it?
Since we just witnessed that very event, Doctor, I'm surprised you asked.
It was a rhetorical question, Spock.
That took quite a bit of organization to seize a starship. Think we'll see more of the Elasi pirates?
Undoubtedly, Captain. I suspect they have considerable resources to draw on.
So do I. Sulu, take us out of here.
There we go. One more chapter done. Next episode.
Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the station. Good luck, Jim.
Okay, let me save real quick.
Save new replace previous.
Okay, we have another destination. ARC-7. Let's check out our star map. Let's see, can I? It's a bit tiny. Maybe increase the size over here. Just to make it a little easier to read. ARC-7, number 3. Yeah, there you go. Put this back where it was. So number 3 is over here. This corner, the upper left corner. Okay. Should be. Wait, is it this one or this one? Hang on. I don't want to warp to the wrong place. Yeah, it's the top one. Okay.
We have arrived at ARC-7. Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Uh-oh.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
Oh no.
Arming weapons, Captain.
Combat time again.
Raising shields.
Red alert.
Arming weapons.
Okay. Where are you? Oh yeah, they can cloak now. However, repair shields.
Aye, sir.
They can't cloak and fire at the same time, so even if they do disappear, they'll have to reappear again if you want to keep attacking. Ah, there he goes. Where are you? Dang Romulans. Ah, there you go. Side and front shields are down. Close to them.
They activated a self-destructive device rather than be captured, Captain.
Resuming course to ARC-7, Captain.
They destroyed themselves. Oh well. There we go.
Captain, there is an auto beacon broadcasting from the station.
Warning. Warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-188564.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3 biohazard alert. All personnel are ordered to stay away from this base unless they are part of a biohazard response team.
Oh dear. Save again now that we got
Save new
through that combat.
Previous game.
So yeah, now we've reached the part of the game that I have not seen in quite many years, so I'm not quite sure what to do now. I'll have to figure it out on my own. Well, let's lower shields.
Lowering shields, Captain.
So if I get stuck or I have to repeat something, please bear with me.
Message from ARC-7, sir.
I am Centurion Ardea Preax of the Romulan Empire. We have discovered your genocide factory here and have summoned help to destroy it. Our lives will not be sacrificed in vain.
Any advice, Spock?
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever ARC-7's intentions, it managed to create a biohazard that is deadly to Romulans. 17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Ah, okay. Let's beam over then.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Okay. check out anything here.
This computer terminal is linked into the station's main computer. It is currently running an open file of logged programs. A Romulan bird of prey hovers menacingly on the view screen.
Door here, another door here.
This is a heavily secured door leading to another section of the station. Its access code has been breached. This is a standard door leading to another room on this deck.
Okay, let's check out this big door first. A room with some O2 and H2 tanks.
This is a synthesizer used to combine and replicate chemicals and form new compounds. This particular model has twin gas feeds.
Okay.
This is the door to the synthesis chamber.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite simple. When this chamber is empty and gas tanks are attached, it will combine the gases to make new compounds. If chemicals are placed in the chamber, the machine will combine them with the gases to create new materials.
Next, he'll tell us the DNA molecule is simple.
Compared to many molecular models, it is, Doctor.
I rest my case.
Okay, so now you have to do some chemistry. Well, let's check out the other door first. Oh wait, hang on. I think there's something here. No. Oh. Whoa. A lot of places to go here. So one door here, another. Wait, I think this is the door to the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if, even though this game only has like I think 7 or 8 chapters, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream everything, unless I do unless I did like a 6-hour stream. But so if I may have to return to this at some other point. There's a wrench down here. Pick it up.
You pick up a large wrench.
First rule of adventure games: pick up anything that's not nailed down, so you might need it later.
This is the engineering center for the ARC-7 space station.
Okay, let's just give a little assessment of all the places that we can go and objects that we can pick up. What's this?
The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall.
N2 tank, probably to use back there at the synthesizer. So maybe we find more tanks too.
You need something to pry this open.
Well, maybe use that wrench.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck.
Hang on. Let me save before I explore
Save new game.
further.
Replace previous.
Okay.
The shaft is too small to crawl through.
Okay.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Okay. Check out someplace else. Well, I have played this before, but it's been very many years, and so I've completely forgotten all of the puzzle solutions. So it's not quite blind, but essentially, I mean, I kind of know how this chapter ends, but I don't really remember how to reach that ending. So I have to figure it out everything all over again. I have playing one-eyed, and it's not blind. Check out below. I think the Romulans are on the level below.
Watch out, sir.
Whoop.
It looks like the Romulans have taken control of the lower decks.
Yep. Oh no. Kirk is dead.
Load a previously saved game.
Yep. You can't go on with Kirk being dead. That's why I save all the time. There you go. Yeah, I think I haven't explored each one of the rooms yet. Oh, this. Oh yeah, this is actually a door. I mean, this is actually. Hang on. I was going to check out this. first. Hang on. Give a description of that.
A small field effect anti-gravity unit useful for moving things too heavy to lift and carry by muscle alone.
Ah, so now we have something to carry that N2 tank.
You take the anti-grav unit.
Yeah, just some basic chemistry here. Doing a synthesizer. Check out this freezer unit. Huh. What's in there?
This refrigerator has a number of specimen dishes inside.
Huh. Can I?
You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
Ouroboros virus? What is this, Resident Evil 6? Or 5? What's this thing here?
This nozzle is where anti-agents are placed. This chamber is where virus samples are placed.
Virus sample. Okay, we have a virus sample. Okay. You mean the chapter before this? Yes, I got a 100% on the previous chapter, but that one I did remember what to do. The first couple of chapters are easier to remember. This one I don't remember anything, so I have to try it all over again. Let's see. Well, I can now use the anti-grav unit to move this.
The anti-grav unit hums and emits the stink of ozone before it fail-safes.
The unit cannot lift something fastened to the body of the station, Captain. The tank must be detached first.
Yeah, sometimes I show the bad ends of chapters, but I didn't show the bad end of the Masada one. Too cruel, that one.
The tank detaches easily.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
And it takes a while to finish the chapter and then start the next one, then reload, so I might not do all of the bad ends just to progress a little faster.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
Okay.
It sure beats hauling it around on our backs, sir.
Uh-oh. You okay there, Spock?
I'm picking up some kind of virus. I can't identify it without more information.
Oh no. Let me save.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Save on number 2. Yeah, when I was testing out the game, I did the putting the bomb on the ship, on the bridge, and exploding everything. Yeah. That I got yelled at for that one. Let's see, what is this machine?
This is a distillator used to isolate specific compounds from raw material.
Can I use the medical case on Spock?
I don't have the proper medicine to cure him, Jim.
Oh dear. Spock's sick. Because he's Vulcan and they're part Romulan. I mean, they might have similar cellular structures to Romulans. So, if this virus is a danger to Romulans, it should be a danger to Vulcans as well. Okay, so we have. Yeah, I assume there's a way to kill the red shirt guy in each one of the chapters. I mean, in the first one he's crushed by a boulder. The second one he can be killed by the ships if you try and stun everyone instead of talking to the captain. He'll get killed before you stun everyone. So I also assumed there is a way to kill him in all of the chapters. Ah, yeah, the pirates in the brig can kill people too. Yeah, they programmed that voice clip to play in case you did pick up the bomb, but not to not play in case he was already dead. It's a little failure of the programming. Okay, can I pick up any of these?
You fail to obtain.
Okay. Hang on. N-O, N-H. What happens if I use this?
The nozzle is empty.
I have to put something here, okay. Well, let's try making some compounds here. Well, if you mix H and O, it'll just make water, I believe.
Nothing happens.
Huh?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah, if we just stun them and then.
Gas feed is on.
Ah, there you go. The gas feed was off.
Gas feed is off.
Oh, I thought I needed to turn both on. They
gas
both,
feed is on.
They both get turned on at the same time. Okay.
The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
Well, I could use a clean drink of water right now, so.
It's what I was afraid of, Jim. I think Spock is getting worse.
You take a 1 liter container of pure water.
So this, on top of everything, this seems this chapter has a time limit. Let's see, replace N with. Hang on. Turn off the gas first.
Gas feed is off.
Pick up.
You fail to obtain.
I use the grav unit to remove the second. Yeah.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
Yeah, he already started coughing. And he said he was getting worse, so I thought, oh no. Okay, let's try NO.
You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines.
Use the wrench.
Gas feed is on.
Okay, so the timer is not very close. NO.
The machine synthesizes a liter of nitrous oxide.
Be careful with that canister, Captain. I think you would not care to fall under the effects of laughing gas in these straits.
Do you mean to say it's undignified, Spock?
It is, at the least, inappropriate for a starship crew on duty, Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
You take a 1 liter container of nitrous oxide.
Let me save first.
Save new game. Replace previous.
ST2. And let's see what nitrous oxide does to a Vulcan.
A loud hissing fills the room.
You look troubled, Captain.
Okay. How are you feeling, Spock?
This is an outstanding facility, Captain.
How about
Go bother Spock. This is the kind of place he likes.
Okay. I thought it would have more of an effect right now. Well, but now I don't have the nitrous oxide anymore. Okay, let's try NH now. We got H2O. We got NO. Now let's try NH.
I would not recommend removing the canister.
Yeah, I have to turn off the valve. I don't think I need... Do I need the wrench? Yeah, I need the wrench to turn off the valve.
Gas feed is off.
Yeah, I do remember if you use the nitrous oxide, they start giggling. But maybe I need to use the tank itself to fill the entire room. Like.
You attach the anti-grav unit.
Like if I use the... No, that would only be nitrogen. Yeah, I did open it, so... Oh well.
You install the gas
Hey,
tank
Leper
to the
Six.
synthesizer's feed lines.
Yeah, I think I used it on Spock and... Hang on, I can reload the game and I'll still have it. There you go. Use it on Spock.
A loud hissing fills the room.
You look troubled, Captain.
Oh wait, maybe I need to use that on that other machine. Hang on. Oh wait. What if I can I use a canister here? Yeah. So if I mix the virus with water or something?
You take the Ouroboros.
Huh. Okay. Can put a virus sample here and a canister here. What about use a Spock too?
Captain, I believe Dr. McCoy...
I think we're all feeling just wonderful.
I don't believe you'd behave like this if you could avoid it.
Oh no, they've started going to under the effects of the laughing gas.
This isn't the result I was hoping for, Jim.
Yeah. Or maybe scene like room transitions because
row your boat.
Oh, come on, Spock. Please, gentlemen, try to control yourselves.
That a reference to Star Trek V? Yeah. And I think you can actually drop the nitrous oxide into this vent and make the Romulans laugh. You hear laughter from the Romulans downstairs. Okay. Does he start laughing?
This is a very well-equipped laboratory.
Okay.
Jim, this lab is incredible.
Okay.
This isn't the result.
Yeah, so yeah, the water is the wrong item to use here, of course.
Done. You fail to obtain anything.
They should. I believe they should made it clear which compound to use it. If you like.
Hills are alive with the sound.
Oh no.
I don't believe you'd behave like this if you could avoid it.
They're getting loopy. Oh dear. Oh yeah, so regular nitrous oxide doesn't affect Spock because he's not human. Only McCoy is. Okay, so let's reload. And let's get all the possible compounds, just make sure we have everything.
I would not recommend.
Oh yeah, right. NH.
Gas feed is off.
Okay. Is that?
You
Remove
attach
oxygen
the anti-grav.
and hydrogen back.
You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines.
Then use the wrench.
Gas feed is on.
Okay, now we can create NH.
The machine synthesizes a
Ammonia.
liter of ammonia.
I hope you don't want me to swab the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
You take a 1-liter container of ammonia.
Okay, so now we have a lot of chemicals. Let's see. I mean, you can. I believe they said we could, if we already have something in here and we make something else, we can. Yeah, we can combine these even further. But yeah, they should make it clear which compounds to use, or at least which elements. Let's see, can I use the medical tricorder on this virus?
There's nothing there requiring a ship.
Okay. Well, I might as well try out each of the compounds on that machine. See what happens. And we save.
Save new game. Replace.
Well, we already tried water, so let's see ammonia. What happens?
Eureka, this is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
Oh.
There is a single viral culture dish in here, and it contains a sample of the Ouroboros cure.
Oh, that was easy. We got the cure.
You retrieve the Ouroboros cure sample.
Okay. But now, what happens if we mix nitrous oxide with it? With the virus?
Done. The chamber is empty.
Okay. Oh, this is the cure. Hang on. Oh, I closed it instead of picking up a new virus sample. Oh yeah, I was using the medical tricorder,
but Ouroboros virus culture
to scan the virus. Maybe the science tricorder would be better.
Nothing to report. Residue of a viral agent is still within the chamber. A Crygelion 2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compounds.
Okay, so we can maybe use this here if I figure out the compounds of the...
Careful, Jim. That's a distillator, not a can opener.
Or maybe the virus of the virus, the compounds of the virus itself. We'll try out just to see what happens.
Careful, Jim.
Okay, doesn't seem to work. Well, we already know the compounds of these two, so well, let's keep going. What do we keep trying? What we're going to do anyway. Use the virus here and see what happens. Oh
you
yeah.
retrieve the Ouroboros.
No, I meant to use McCoy. Wait. Cure sample. It wasn't a cure a minute ago. What happened to the virus? The Ouroboros cure.
You take the Ouroboros virus culture. You fail to obtain...
Yeah, I've played Resident Evil 5. I know what Ouroboros virus is not a good idea. Oh yes, Spock is still sick, right? Yeah, there you go. Here you go, Spock.
Jim, we need to synthesize more to make a serum before we can use it.
Okay. Maybe... Yeah, we should have been able to figure out the compounds of these elements and use the synthesizer, so... Maybe if you use more ammonia, may produce more. Yeah, NH is ammonia, so let's see. What happens if I use the virus in here? And then use it. Well, that was a cure, not a virus. Aha.
This is the door to the synthesis.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite...
Next,
yeah,
compare...
I rest...
You already listened to that.
You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
There we go. We got enough to cure Spock.
There, you're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response.
Eyebrow raise. Okay. So let's see. Can I? Is that? Okay. Now, how do I figure out how to make the? Sure, that's the point of this channel, TW, to stream maybe older games that people missed out on. Let's see. How do we make the Vulcan laughing gas? Hey, thanks for the follow, Teravan. And we do have other point-and-click adventure games, but not sure if they will all be Star Trek themed games. But I do have a bunch of retro games planned to stream. Let's see. There should be something to do with this machine.
Turbines of a Cochrane 500 class fusion drive, manufactured over a...
I didn't realize that they use these old fusion reactors anymore.
Actually, Doctor, as Mr. Scott would tell you, the Cochrane 500 is renowned for its reliability and perfectly suited for a station of this size.
Hey, this thing's real old, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I used the hypo on Spock. He was cured. I do have Judgment Rights. I got it on GOG. This one I have the original CD. Actually, I played this back when I was a kid. I never played Judgment Right though, so that if I do play that, it will be a blind playthrough. And I do remember seeing a couple of other Star Trek Next Generation, or in Deep Space Nine. There was what's called Deep Space Nine Harbinger, I believe it was called. There was another game I remember seeing in my childhood, but I never owned it. I do also have Star Trek Armada, the RTS game that I like very much. I'll see if I can get it working here, because I am streaming from a Linux PC, so I'm not sure if it will work on Linux yet. But if it does, I'll certainly stream it at some point. Let's see.
Nothing to report.
Okay. Yeah,
This is the engineer.
That's why.
This is an engineering access panel allowing repairs to be made to the interior wiring in the equipment.
The hypo. Oh yeah. Hang on. Can I use the? Can I use the hypo needle here?
Careful, Jim. That's a.
Oh well. Okay, so I need water and so I just need water and the hypo then. So let's replace the nitrogen.
Gas feed is off. You attach the and
put oxygen.
You install the gas tank to the...
So wait, the laughing gas is made from the hypodermic needle and the water? It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. So I need to have an amount of water, not use it to create the laughing gas. Huh. I mean, the game should have told at least the compounds, the elements of how to create it. Maybe Spock.
This is an outstanding.
No. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to use trial and error. So maybe try ammonia and nitrous oxide. I don't think just adding water to anything will work. So I'm gonna try the other compounds, mixing the other two compounds to see what
You
happens.
attach the anti-grav. You install the gas tank.
Close the valve.
Gas feed is on.
Okay, let's save the game real quick, just to...
Save new replace.
Okay, let's see. I will produce nitrous oxide here, so if I mix it with ammonia...
That's not the right material to put in there, Jim.
Huh. Can I put that up?
That's not the right material.
Okay. Can I use the virus man then? I mean, it worked before. Maybe the virus is needed to make
You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
the thing. Yeah, let's try. Might as well try mixing the virus with everything else. Maybe that will work. Let's see.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of bubbling gray goo.
Yeah.
I think I'd have more luck hypergrowing the virus in the presence of a limited quantity of gas.
Okay, that didn't work. Try. Well, ammonia worked the last time to make the cure. I don't want to make a cure. What do I do? And what? Yeah, this... Oh, hang on. I mixed it with the virus. Maybe I should mix it with the cure? Or wait, can I put the other... Yeah, can I put the other...
You retrieve the Ouroboros.
The other...
There's nothing at the moment from...
The other canister in this machine? Here you go.
That's for virus cultures only, Jim.
Yeah. Can I put 2 nozzles in this too?
This isn't a microwave, Jim. This is a
Okay.
delicate piece of a...
Okay, okay. So yeah, it seems like I can only put 1 bottle in this machine. I tried with water and didn't work. I tried with ammonia and it made the cure, and I tried it with nitrous oxide. Didn't happen.
You take the Ouroboros virus. The chamber is empty.
Did I try with them? I don't think I did. Like, try again. Hang on, okay, get my koi to use this.
This isn't the result I was hoping for,
Yeah.
Jim.
Okay, so using this, the virus culture with water and nitrous oxide doesn't do anything. Using with ammonium produces a cure.
Done.
I still think we should we use this distillator for anything, maybe? But hang on. What happens if I use a regular canister with this distillator?
Careful, Jim. That's a...
Yeah, nothing. Nothing seems to work.
A
Maybe Spock?
Crygelion 2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compounds.
Well, the only complex material you have here is the cure, but can't use it here.
Careful, Jim.
And I do think we... I can run the gas machine with only 1 canister, but... still not sure how to mix two... Oh. Hang on, man. Hang on, let's see. So I can produce pure O2 or pure nitrogen or pure hydrogen, but so I can maybe if I mix something else with nitrogen, or
That's not the right material to put in.
Yeah, I can't put the canister in here.
Fascinating, Captain. But it doesn't appear...
Yeah. So how am I supposed to mix 2 or more. Well, let me try it anyway. Try
Gas
making
feed is off.
pure nitrogen, pure oxygen, just to have more items to
You
work with.
attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
What about this? Can I open this door? No.
I failed to see the...
Yeah.
An RDAC 1000. The last word in molecular replication, one of the most advanced pieces of scientific equipment ever constructed.
It would take us several hours to get this machine working, Captain. I do not believe we will need it. The synthesis chamber should be able to give us what we need.
Okay. So if I run it down, I'll have pure nitrogen.
Nothing happens.
Or yeah, I have to close this or open the valve.
Gas feed is on.
There we go.
A loud hissing fills the room.
I think
Oh,
I'll
dear.
stick to combining 2 gases in future experiments. That's how the machine's designed, after all.
Yep. I think seems like I can't run it on only one gas. Okay, so I can have 3, but how do I combine more than one? And I can combine it with the cure, so maybe try the cure with something else then. We already tried with ammonia. Let's try it with nitrous oxide.
It would be very dangerous to place them.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting to just open and close these valves.
Gas feed is off.
And oh,
You install the gas tank to the synthesis.
okay, and close it again.
Gas feed is on.
Okay. Now what happens if I mixed the cure with nitrous oxide?
The machine synthesizes a quantity
Ugh.
of wet gray goo.
We must be doing something wrong, Jim.
Oh yeah. And the cure is gone now. I should have saved it before I tried that. I know how to make more, but either way. Okay, maybe. Hang on. What if I don't remove the? What if I don't remove the canister? Let's see.
The machine synthesizes a liter.
Be careful with that canister. Do you mean it is at the leak?
Okay, so let's try switching the stuff and not touching that canister.
Gas feed is off.
I'll make ammonia here.
You attach the anti-grav. You install the gas tank.
Close or open the gas.
Gas feed is on.
Okay, can I use the machine with another canister inside?
The machine does not seem to be able to process that particular item.
Huh. Okay, let's maybe try something else.
Gas feed is off.
I mean, I thought NH, maybe NO. Okay. An item on the ground I haven't picked up yet. Okay. Hang on. Maybe nothing over here. I mean, this frame in here looks like a door, so it looks like there should be a way to go through it, but it doesn't seem like it. Check this room here. Maybe. What are these? Something. Maybe
This is an engineering act.
maybe an access panel down here.
You need
Can I-
something to pry the.
I can open this with a wrench, maybe.
The panel is open. You see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past.
pick up this stuff?
You grab a handful of insulation.
Ah, these little wires. Okay. Can I use them on the maybe synthesizer, the distillator?
You have distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate.
Oh dear. Okay. Ah, this thing. Yeah, this should be. I should be able to put that in the machine. Yeah, now that I actually see what the item looks like, I remember. Oh yeah, there was this item, this red box-looking thing. Okay, remove this.
You take a 1-liter container of nitrous oxide.
Let's see, can I put this here?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay. Maybe on that other machine. Remove this virus.
You retrieve the Ouroboros.
Can I put this here?
That's for virus.
No.
That nozzle is for...
Okay. That's weird. I still can't put it. Wait. Ah, that's weird. I thought it said I couldn't put anything there. Okay, let's try it with ammonia then.
Nothing happens.
Oh. Again with the valves. Hang on.
Gas feed is...
Let me save first before
Save new replace previous
I lose
game.
that item. There we go.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of inert matter.
Yep. Lost the item. That's why I saved. Try again. Or try something else. Let's try nitrous oxide now.
Gas feed is off.
Okay. Anti-grav unit. H.
You attach the anti-grav.
So yeah, as you can see, the previous chapters
you install the gas tank to the
I did it much quicker because I already knew what to do. But now that I don't know what to do, it's taking a lot longer to solve each of these chapters.
Gas feed is on.
So yeah, even though there are only a handful of chapters in this game, like 7 or 8, it can take a while to go through it all. Let's see.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of inert matter.
Okay, let's try H2O then. Load. Polycarbonate with water.
Gas feed is off.
Yeah, just like you said, a lot of trial and error with this chapter.
You attach the anti-grav.
Okay, oxygen.
You install the gas tank.
And open the valves.
Gas feed is on.
Okay, what happens now?
The machine synthesizes 1 liter of TLTDH gas.
There we go.
An unusual compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
Now we pick it up.
You take a 1 liter container of TLTDH gas.
Save first.
Save new game. Replace, delete, cancel. Save, replace previous game.
Yeah, let's have some fun with Spock first. Here you go.
A loud hissing fills the room.
Yeah, but it's take a while for him to give any response. Let's try walking around. See if time passes faster. This way. Well, Spock, feeling anything? Try talking.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with. I suggest we leave the controls as they are.
Yeah, the only problem, it takes a while, so I'll wait for only a couple minutes. Just to see what happens. And yeah, this vent should lead to the Romulans downstairs, so if I drop that canister into this vent, the Romulans...
I remember my mother trying to tell me jokes when I was a child. Now, I finally understand them.
Hey, there you go. Spock is understanding jokes. But yeah, I don't have it anymore, so either I make another one or get some more of the wiring and everything, or just reload the game. So it seems it takes about maybe a couple minutes. Well, this is almost very quiet. This bridge is much quieter than the bridge on the Enterprise.
I remember my mother trying to tell me jokes.
Same thing.
This is an outstanding...
I thought trying to speak with him would make him respond with nothing but laughter, but yeah, I think eventually he just starts just laughing and randomly, like just ha 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 ha. But it takes a little while.
Fascinating. I am experiencing an urge to laugh.
Huh. He's analyzing his own emotion of laughter. Well, will we hear Spock laughing?
I am a Vulcan. I must resist these unchecked emotions.
He's trying to resist. Resistance is futile. Don't bother trying. Well?
Jim, is this how you feel on shore leave?
He's feeling relaxed. Come on, Spock. Give us a giggle.
Why do they call you Bones, Doctor?
Actually, when I first played it, I think I tried both the nitrous oxide and everything else.
A loud hissing fills the room.
You look troubled, Captain.
There, now everyone gets to laugh now. Come on. I think
Logic. What happened to my logic?
I don't remember the red shirt guy saying anything, and Kirk stays mostly silent, so I think only McCoy will say anything funny.
Jim, is this...
Okay, maybe the dialogues are random and are getting repeated. Yeah, just one more and I think we'll be done. Don't want to stay here too long.
I am a Vulcan. I must
Yeah.
resist.
Yeah, he taking too long to laugh. Over here. Oh, yeah, this is the bridge. What's over here?
The hills are alive with the sound.
That's McCoy.
James Kirk watches the Romulan ship with concern.
I remember my mother trying...
Okay, it's starting to just repeat itself, so let's get going. Okay, let's see, we have a vent here. Let's try dropping this down this vent.
I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
We might have already done it
With
in
a
a
hiss, the
parallel
Romulan laughing
timeline.
gas billows down the vent. You hear the muffled sounds through the vent of hearty Romulan laughter, followed by the dull thud of bodies hitting the deck.
They laughed so much they collapsed. Well, now we can go downstairs safely. With the Romulans unconscious. Use the stairs. There you go. Let me save.
Save, nuke, replace, delete, preview, cancel. Save, nuke, replace.
Just in case something inside kill us. Okay, yeah, only the Romulans were affected by the laughing gas. Untie everyone.
Thank God it's you, Jim.
New
I'm
Ripley.
so glad you came.
You silly.
Thank you for saving our station, Jim.
It's about time someone got here.
You jerk. What's this?
An odd-looking device, almost like a 20th century torpedo fitted with an experimental gear.
My God, that's some kind of weapon.
Everyone on this project is an avowed pacifist, Doctor, myself included. We do not make weapons.
You can still make something that can be used as a weapon, just like the Genesis device.
Some odd-looking equipment connected to the torpedo.
What does this stuff do? What's going on here?
We're conducting research into the origins of life in the universe. This is our equipment. We believe that, well, I guess you don't have the time. You can get the background in my doctoral thesis.
Can maybe I use the cure on this thing just to make sure it doesn't turn into a biological weapon?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Hang on, let me scan this with the science tricorder.
Fascinating. This device contains over 10 million forms of life. Patterns I have never seen before.
We call this the Cradle, Mr. Spock. One day I hope something wonderful would be produced here.
Okay.
It's about time.
Thank you for saving our...
Oh yeah, the Romulans are being affected by the cure too, right? So yeah, might as well try it. Cure all the Romulans too.
The Romulan Preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
Should I cure all the other men? Yeah, I should cure everyone else first. This guy. Oh, he's curing everyone already. Don't need to click them individually. Yeah, I figured
The
it.
Romulans stir weakly, then begin to get up. They've all been cured.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
Okay, I'll give the water to the captain guy. Here you go.
The Romulan Preax drinks thirstily and empties the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some might think.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference. I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus? Save it for someone who's buying, Preax. Leave Federation space immediately or we'll scatter your atoms across the quadrant.
Okay, we found the jerk answer.
You also I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program.
Sounds like
it was all an accident, right, Dr.
most
Marcus?
in character.
Absolutely. We've already destroyed all cultures and purged the data files. This will never happen again.
You are an honorable adversary, Kirk. Jolon true.
You are also a worthy opponent, Preax. May you live long and prosper.
Eyebrow raise.
You'll never cease to amaze me, Jim.
Goodbye, Carol.
Goodbye, Jim.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
So yeah, I believe that is that the same Carol from the Wrath of Khan? Should be.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Arc 7 and evaluate your performance at 84%.
Yeah, okay.
You and your crew received 2 commendation points. Well done, Captain. Keep up the good work.
I wonder if I'll see Carol again.
Well, if you don't, you can always drown your sorrow in some Romulan ale.
That's illegal, Bones.
Tell that to the Romulans, Jim. I found a whole case they brought on board the Arc 7.
They'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
That it won't, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, I suppose I could have given water to everyone on all of the Romulans, but it would take too long. I'm okay with 84%.
Another fine mess.
Okay, new episode.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have reports of an undetermined number of Elasi pirate ships in your sector. You are ordered to proceed to the Harlequin star system immediately and investigate. Starfleet out.
Okay, let's save the game.
Save new game. Replace previous save new game.
Yeah, save new game, might as well. ST3. Where should we go again?
May I suggest we arm our weapons and raise shields now in case of trouble, Captain?
Okay.
Raising shields. Arming weapons.
Before warping. Where does it say we have?
May I suggest we arm our...
I forgot what we have.
Captain's log.
Hijacked. Okay. Okay, let's check out the star map again. Okay. Hang on. Let me check my Harlequin, yeah, number 4. Where is it? Okay, it's over top left. The leftmost of those 2 stars, okay. This one.
We have arrived at Harlequin.
There we go.
2 Elasi ships approaching Fat, Captain. I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. It appears likely that we interrupted the pirate attack on the scout.
Message from the Elasi captain, sir.
We'll show you what happens to those who come between us and our prey. Prepare to die!
Okay. Ah, come on. Oh, now we have 2 ships to deal with. Okay. A lot of fire, but we're dodging them so far. Repair shields. Have to try and lead them. Okay. A little faster, increase speed. Make sure they don't. Ship combat can be very tricky here. Oh no, sensors damaged. Okay, repair sensors.
Aye, sir.
Oh dear. Front shield damaged. Come on.
Sensors repaired, Captain.
Okay, I'll focus on the engine.
Aye, sir.
Almost. Come here, you. Where are you? Oh no. Okay, you have a yellow here. Come on, where are you?
Engines repaired, Captain.
Okay, focus on the shield now.
Aye, sir.
Okay. Ah, it's very far away. Increase speed.
The ion trail of the scout ship leads to the Harappan system,
Oh,
Captain.
You ran away.
Picking up the subspace signal, sir. It's very weak.
Patch it through, Lieutenant.
Enterprise? Is that
Uh-oh.
you, Kirk? Friend Kirk, I can't believe they sent you to rescue me.
That sounds like... No, please, say it isn't.
I have a visual signal now, sir.
You've come to help me, Kirk. You've got to help me. I have had a terrible misunderstanding with the Alasi traders. Traders! They're out to kill me, Kirk.
Fancy that.
You see here, Kirk. I sold my Mudd's miracle digrammas in perfectly good faith. A little sideline work, you understand. Now they won't leave me alone. No. They're tracking me again. I can't send coordinates. You have to come protect me. I'm a registered ship with the Federation. Mud out.
I'm afraid his ship is registered, Captain, and regulations require we respond to his distress signal.
Well, now you've met the sketchiest guy on Star Trek. It's not
Save
good news.
new game. Replace previous elite. Cancel. Save. Replace previous.
Okay. Hang on. Where did he go?
Starfleet confirms that we are to answer the distress signal and proceed to the Harappan system, Captain.
Harappan system. Okay. Well, check the map again. I have to remember which system they mentioned so I don't get lost. I can either look at on my screen or my own manual here. Let's see. Harappan. It's number 5. Yeah, the one to the right of Harlequin. Okay. Here you go. This one. So his face was obscured because the actor was dead at the time. So obviously not the same voice actor, but still the same character. Kind of interesting that they reference him. I remember watching the original
The Harappan
episodes with
system
Harry
is
Mudd.
binary, with a neutron pulsar in the vicinity causing difficulties with our sensor readings. I was able to trace Mudd's transmission to this derelict.
So, our friend Harry is on board, no doubt. Can you tell me anything about the derelict vessel?
There are 6 major subdivisions within the hull. All systems are down. There is, however, limited atmospheric integrity. The environment appears to be the result of a temporary Save-A-Ship life support generator. Not exactly a reliable model, Captain.
We're being hailed by Mr. Mudd, sir.
Captain, you came. I'm touched.
Harry, I have to be touched in the head to have anything to do with you. How's your lovely wife, Stella?
That was a dirty trick, Kirk. However, you'll be glad to know I let bygones be bygones. If the Enterprise will stand by and fend off any pirates, I'll just finish my salvage operations here and be out of your hair.
Computer records document that you filed notice that there was no salvageable value here, and that the ship was a common passenger tug.
Did I say no value? Minimal, Captain, minimal. I meant nothing looked promising when I filed the report. We both know my judgment isn't always perfect.
I would say your judgment is never perfect, Harry. Perhaps we should beam over and judge the situation for ourselves.
Ah, that isn't necessary, Kirk. I can handle... I mean...
Harry, relax. We're old friends. We'll understand if things aren't picked up and looking neat. Kirk out.
So yeah, the last time they saw him, he was left on a planet with a bunch of androids that looked like his wife. I mean, they were androids that were supposed to be like perfect, and I think they made one android for him so he could tell his wife to shut up, and android would automatically turn off. But then they reprogrammed it so it wouldn't respond to him again. Yeah, the bunch, 500 androids just looking just like his wife, nagging him all the time. So that's why he asked, how's your wife, Stella? And the first episode, I believe it was, the first episode we saw him was he was trying to sell women to colonists. Yeah, I don't think it was quite sex trafficking because I think there was some consent involved, but he tried to sell women to people. He got women addicted to a drug that made them beautiful, so that's double sketch. And he was trying to scam people by selling them the women while they were beautiful, and then running off, and they will no longer have the access to the drug. So triple sketch over there. This guy's a piece of work. What do you think, Spock?
I would very much like to see this alien ship, but the prospect of dealing with Harcourt Fenton Mudd again gives me pause.
Yeah, okay, well, let's save real quick.
Save new game. Replace...
And get...
Captain, the shields are up.
Oh, yeah.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
There he is.
Welcome, Captain Kirk. So glad you're here. The Elazi have been terrible trouble to me.
Well, you're terrible trouble to me, Harry. Tell me what this is all about.
I happened upon this ship not long ago, and dutifully registered as salvage, mind you. In the hold here, I discovered one of these devices in that box over there. When I tried one on a wall, it floated off the grease and dirt. Perfect for cleaning, near as I could see. I peddled a few of these Mudd's Miracle Degrimers, and everything was going perfectly well.
Then something went wrong, right?
Actually, no, Doctor, not then. I'd started offering a few other little items I found. Mudd's Limited Coffee Substitute, a great little specialty item. Lenses to affirm packaging build-your-own telescope kits. The collection of novelty paints, things like that. All of a sudden, the Elazi pirates are asking for me in every quadrant, wanting to know where I'm getting my goods.
I see, Harry. Well, we'll look around here while the Enterprise remains close by.
Look around all you like, Captain, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. I've registered this derelict as my salvage, and I don't want you running off with all my prizes.
Harry, as official representatives of the Federation and of Starfleet, we recognize your rights to legitimate salvage. Need I say more?
I understand perfectly, Captain. You carry on, Captain.
Okay, hang on. Let me just check something here. Okay, so yeah, this is the 4th chapter, and there are 7 total. So I believe if once I finish this one, I'll end the stream and continue some other time. Would take really long, especially with the blind playthrough. I'll take a really long time to finish the other one, so might as well leave it for another time. I'm already been streaming for 2.5 hours. So I think 3 is the limit. Let's see, what's this?
Odd-looking contraption small enough to hold in one hand.
Okay.
There are shiny, multi-sided spherical objects in this box.
So, like D20 dice?
Done.
Okay. Check. Uh-huh. Like I do now I do remember seeing these shapes, but I don't remember what they do or how to use them. So, like I said, I knew there was going to be a chapter with this Harry Mudd guy, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. So, like I said, a partially blind playthrough. Okay. Bunch of triangles here.
These cylinders have fallen down from the rest. 2 yellow triangular buttons. A red triangular button.
This looks more like purple to me, but okay.
3 triangular blue buttons.
And I believe this probably opens at some point, right?
An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery.
Okay, keep going. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of... Oh dear, I think this looks like it's going to get complicated.
Small containers of oddly colored liquids. This seems to be the main monitoring station for the beds. Above it is some sort of dispensary.
Okay. Seeing all these alien controls kind of makes me feel like I'm playing The Dig again. Okay, this is a view screen. I remember turning this on and pick up this thing. What is this? Ah, kind of looks like the transmogrifier from the other episode.
A multi-purpose repair tool.
Maybe repair this console?
Mr. Spock, come take a look at this. This is evidently the main bridge. What do you make of it?
This is clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe 2 things.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
This shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are 2 stations.
That may be, Doctor. But if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank. And
what else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
these people have a fixation for the number 6, and even divisors and multiplicans thereof. 3s and 12s in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understanding the aliens.
Okay, so previous chapter was about chemistry, this one's about math and geometry. I mean, it does fit the theme of Star Trek to have science-based puzzles.
You see a plain gray...
Okay. Can I use any of this?
Mr. Spock, come take a look at this.
This station
Okay. Can I use the repair tool?
Nothing happens.
Okay, I think I reached the end. I mean, the ship was supposed to be a linear configuration of rooms, one after the other. So, whoa! Oh, there are more ships. And what's over here?
The data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
Okay, so this is a...
The sphere in the middle of this console appears to be some sort of control mechanism.
Okay, let's try using the smaller one on this.
Nothing happens.
No, okay. Don't know what this is yet. Huh. little sound when... Oh, so there are two doors here, okay. Okay, can I use this panel? No? Try Spock to use it. Okay. Just exploring my options for now to see what can I do, what can I pick up.
A large claw-like device hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, this looks like I should be able to operate this. Yeah, I think I remember this, picking up a canister here and putting inside this thing, but I'm not sure how to make that happen.
Nothing happens.
Like I said, I played this many years ago, so don't quite remember everything. A couple of scenes. Actually, I never finished this game because at the end you have a starship, a combat with a bunch of starships that I could never beat. I always lost. So I reached the final point of the final chapter of the game, but never actually finished it. So maybe this time I'll have better luck. What was
A
this?
Saber ship emergency life support generator, generally used for temporary life support during evacuation of small damaged ships.
Evidently, Mr. Mudd was unwilling to pay the price for a reliable salvage model.
Tall, transparent columns run through the ceiling. Energy crackles in between the dodecahedrons inside them. You look but see nothing. A
Another
large
claw?
claw-like device. A salvage lock hatch, a common type used to link a derelict to the ship doing the salvaging.
It appears that Harry Mudd managed to emplace this access hatch without significantly damaging the alien ship.
Will wonders never cease?
Okay, so this door doesn't seem like a... Can I open? I don't think I can open that. Can I fire a phaser at it?
Captain, I don't think we can open this hatch with phasers and still depend on the integrity of the ship's hull to hold atmosphere.
I doubt there's anything on Mudd's ship we require, Captain.
Ah, this is access to his ship then, okay. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Can I use this? Huh. Okay, so we got these 3 items. Let me speak to him. Ask him.
Kirk, my friend! When have I ever given you the slightest bit of trouble?
There was the time that you tried to commandeer the Enterprise to sell Wive to miners. And
There you
then
go.
there was the time you stole the Enterprise to exchange us for androids who were holding you prisoner.
The 2 episodes he was
There
on.
have been a few minor misunderstandings.
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Nice that they make these callbacks to the original series. And even the movies with the previous episode. Huh. Try scanning these maybe?
The control panel has power running to it, Captain.
Okay. So can I press any of these buttons? Can you... Spock press any of these buttons? Huh. Can I use it?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
This?
Dust and grease lifts off the surface, leaving this item clean as new.
Ah, this is the degreaser that they said that he was trying to sell.
Dust and grease lifts off.
Huh. What about this?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of nothing happens in this playthrough. What? What are you doing here?
Why, Captain!
Uh-oh.
Jim, that doesn't look good at all. Harry, let me take a look at you and check whether that had some deleterious effect.
No, you're all space aliens. You're little gray men from inside the hollow earth. You want to experiment on my body parts. Stay away from me!
Deleterious effects. I guess I don't even need my tricorder to know that.
You'll mind control me, kidnap my children, dissect my dog.
If we can get him on one of the beds and get it active, I think he can be cured. Otherwise, he's likely to become increasingly violent.
Stay away from me!
Yeah, how about I set phasers to stun?
I don't think the phaser will have the usual effect, Captain. We'll have to think of something else.
Yaha! I feel faster, smarter, strong enough to take you all on! You're really lizard men wearing human masks. His is coming off! I know you for what you really are. I'll tell the whole world, and then where will you be?
Let me save just
Save
in case
new
it
game.
does
Replace,
something.
delete, preview, cancel. Save new game.
Save new game. Steve 4. Let's see. I use this.
Nothing happens.
Try talking to him.
No, you're going to sell me to space aliens. Use my brain as a weapon to destroy the human race. Then here I am, willing to help out in a good cause.
I think I liked him better when he was less delirious.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. 3 of the most prominent psychologists in the galaxy became famous by publishing case studies in sociopathy about him.
I might not have the item to help him yet.
Dust and grease lifts off the surface.
Try medical, try scanning.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's dock.
Okay. Can I
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk
Contact
to
him.
Enterprise.
Order. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Small container.
What about this? Oh, that's the door.
Padded inclines resembling a bed.
Ah, so I can put him
Padded
on one of these
incline.
beds. These are beds then. They don't quite look like beds. But, maybe have Spock try the Vulcan nerve pinch on him. There you go. That worked.
All yours now, Dr. McCoy.
Very handy to have someone who can just make someone unconscious with a simple touch to the neck.
There's nothing there requiring...
Okay.
I need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Okay. Scan this panel.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay.
I failed to see...
How about you, McCoy?
I certainly see nothing there calling...
Can I pick up one of these
We won't
liquids?
be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
Okay, maybe try that other panel. I think there should be a way to turn on something like a library or something to give us more knowledge on how to operate the machines. So it's the view screen. Can you use this?
There is nothing at the moment from...
Okay. Something. There's a lot of debris here. Maybe I can use the degreaser here.
Dust and grease lifts...
Yeah. I still see dust. Okay.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
You can't seem to make this work.
Yeah, I don't have the knowledge to make this work just yet. I do remember these machines get turned on at some point, but I forget how to get to that point.
You fail to obtain anything.
Gonna start a little bit of trial and error here with these
This station definitely...
alien items.
This station definitely...
Okay.
This station
It says
definitely...
the same thing regardless of where I click. I don't think I can speak to him anymore. Yeah. Try. Doesn't seem like there's. Oh, hang on. Let me just see. What the heck? What?
Kirk, my friend!
There was the time that you tried to...
Perhaps the...
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Aren't you supposed to be back there? Huh? Is this... this?
Dust and grease, listen. Nothing happens.
See if there's anything I missed here. What is this?
This container holds small mechanical components unfamiliar to you.
Can I pick them up?
You fail to obtain...
No. What are you doing here?
You fail to obtain...
What are you doing here?
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Of course he's going to be honest and fair with you.
The game is being sarcastic. Nice.
This place is cluttered with stored goods of every sort. It would take an army of workers weeks to examine every container and determine what is inside. There are shiny, multi-sided...
So how do I operate it? Must be something to trigger all of the operation to operate everything here. I mean, at one point I will be able to work on that machine, work on the view screen, and work on this machine, but I'm not sure how to make that happen. This button? No.
Dust and grease, listen. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This seems to be the main monitoring station for the beds. Above it is some sort of dispensary.
Yeah, don't know what to do. Let's see. Hang on. Use Kirk on these. Can I operate?
Mr. Spock, come take a look at this.
No, he's just saying the same thing.
This station definitely...
What about
Mr. Spock, come take a look.
This station...
Mr. Spock, come take a look.
This station...
Okay.
A control console from which operators run the ship. A control console from...
Yeah, they seem to...
A control console.
Okay. I thought they would give different responses, but...
A control
seems to be the same thing.
You see a plain gray screen.
Anything I'm missing here? Can I speak? Maybe if I talk to someone else.
We've done quite well so far, Captain.
In spite of Harry Mudd.
Speak of the devil. Where is that little angel? Boldly go where no man has gone before. We are here, Jim.
Yeah, that's the problem with alien spaceships. You have no idea how they work.
This may have been their bridge, but this sure doesn't look like the Enterprise.
So just anything here among the debris maybe that I missed. What is this again?
The data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
Okay, Spock, can you use the console?
This seems to activate the ship's computer bank control node. Given the aliens' predilection for multiples of 3, it may be possible to use our tricorders to decipher the information carried in these data banks.
That would be quite a find, Jim. This is an alien race unknown to us, and they are certain to have knowledge new to us.
Were the universal translator available, this would be simple.
With the Enterprise out of range, that's not an option, Mr. Spock. What else can you do?
I believe if Dr. McCoy and I conjoin our two tricorders, we may be able to process enough sample data to get a basic understanding of the alien's computer system. This will completely tie up both our tricorders for an extended amount of time, however.
Okay, well, how do we do that? Maybe use this.
Both our tricorders are now working on basic processing of the alien's computer data system. The tricorders are not the equal of the Universal Translator, but we should be able to retrieve basic information and get an insight into their culture and life systems. I don't believe we could have gotten even this far had we not deduced their fixation on base 6 mathematics and aesthetics.
Okay, well, making progress.
The tricorders are again available for general use. The alien ship's computer data is now accessible from the ship's library.
Nice.
I believe I have downloaded enough information to our tricorders to enable operation of most of the ship's controls, Captain.
There we go.
This platform can...
Okay, can I use the... Yeah, I think this... I no longer need to use this, but now I can use the main view screen. Let's see. There we go.
Thanks to the library computer data, limited though it is, these primary controls give me access to...
Communications. View screen.
Done.
Communication. View screen.
Open the view screen. There we go.
I guess the universe looks about like it did the last time we saw it. Communications.
Okay, let's try to re-establish communications with the Enterprise.
The Enterprise is out of range for this equipment, under the conditions of static created by the neutron star.
Communications. View screen.
Done.
Okay. And what about this other console?
Thanks to the library...
Communication.
Oh, the Enterprise is out of range.
Communications. View screen.
Done.
Hang on. Maybe Spock to use this? The second one? Yeah.
This is the secondary station. With the limited understanding we now have of the library computer data, these controls can now be activated. Available are sensors, navigation, engineering. Done. Sensors.
Okay. Sensors.
The Enterprise is in combat with a number of Ilassi pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector. I read debris identifiable with the pirates, but they continue to harass the Enterprise. Sensors, navigation. The computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating anywhere at all without major repairs. We are definitely dead in space until the Enterprise returns, Captain. Sensors,
doesn't sound good.
Engineering.
Let's see.
The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power, Captain. Sensors, and done.
Okay. Well, now we can... Let's see if I can operate the device to cure Harry Mudd. I'll get McCoy to do it.
I certainly see nothing.
No, here.
I certainly see nothing.
No. Okay, I'll do it then. Or... Okay. Well. Okay. Spock, can you do it?
I failed to see...
Jim, these look like the capsules we might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend experimenting with them, though. Alien physiology or not, you can never be sure what unusual chemicals will do to the human body.
Can I pick up one? Well, did I pick up one or not? Oh yeah, I did. Huh. Yeah, I shouldn't. Let me save.
Save new, replace previous.
I shouldn't just use it, but let's check just in case, see what happens if I use
Nothing happens.
Okay. Use it on this panel, maybe?
The capsules slide into the machinery on the bed exactly as they're designed to. I'm telling the program, our physiology is not the same as the aliens' physiology. Don't want it to try to cure us of being human.
That would be too much to hope for, would it not, Doctor?
particularly when we're talking about Harry Mudd.
Okay, now what? Can we cure him now?
Okay, Harry, you should start to feel better in a few minutes. Just lie there quietly until you feel like moving.
Oh, give me something for this headache, Doc. A herd of Amari tree elephants landed behind my eyeballs and did a mating dance.
Okay, well, we cured him. So now let's check out that other control panel. Let's see here. Spark, can you use it? Kirk?
There is nothing at the moment from...
Right. And here he is again. That's a glitch on the programming of this game. Both places.
Tall, transparent.
Okay, now I don't know what we do. Is there maybe I can look up information on these items I have. No wait. Oh yeah, at least he's gone now, so makes sense that he would be back down there. Okay, this other door. What?
Why, Captain, I see you got this machine to work. I tried to get it up and running for the longest time.
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
No, don't do it.
Get away from that this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand.
I want to say that.
Help yourself. Get away from that this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Oh, no.
Oops!
Mudd, do you know what you just did? That knowledge was priceless, and you've just destroyed it forever.
Kirk, look what you made me do! You and your clumsy Starfleet!
Mudd, don't you realize what you've done? That knowledge was irreplaceable. You just burned down the galactic equivalent of the Library of Alexandria. Millions of lives might have been saved by the knowledge that you destroyed.
Now see here, Dr. McCoy. Don't blame me if Kirk's bellowing causes me to be a teeny bit clumsy.
Teeny bit clumsy, Mudd? You're a disgrace to the entire human race.
How dare you, Kirk? I have half a mind to sue you for defamation of character.
Captain, I think Mr. Mudd looks like he's getting out of control.
Kirk, get this muscle-bound clod away from me! I'm allergic to violence!
At ease, Lieutenant. He's not worth it.
Okay. Let's see what... I'm actually not sure if there was this... I think this was supposed to happen. But just in case, let me save in a new game. ST5. Just in case I picked the wrong answer. But now, what do I do now?
Harry Mudd hopes he can make it back to his ship and get away in one piece.
Hang on. Can I use this?
Dust and grease lifts.
No. Use this?
Nothing happens.
Does the computer still work? Yeah, that was just the library. And he's no longer here. Hang on, is he going to just screw up everything on the ship every time we meet up with him? Okay. I mean, we found him in the medical bay and screwed that up. Found him in the library, screwed that up. Okay, enough. just walking around just to see if I run across him, run into him again doing something he's not supposed to. But actually now I'm curious to see what would happen if I selected the other option. Hang on. Is he? Yeah, I'll still need to cure him. Skip the dialogue, I already know what to do.
The capsule. I'm telling the probe that would be particular.
Okay, now use the medical case with him.
Okay, Harry, you should.
Okay. Now if we go over here, he should be in this room.
Why, Captain!
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone. Get away from. Help yourself. Get away from. Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
Does he do the same thing if I say this?
Why, Kirk, I didn't think you had it in you. Thank you.
Ah. Okay, so he doesn't screw up if we say he doesn't break everything if we talk to him nicely. But maybe he was supposed to break it.
You get no response.
Now I'm not sure which, or maybe doing that will affect the performance. It doesn't really do anything. Yeah, now he's not here anymore. Yeah, I think maybe breaking the ship's library thing was a bad thing to happen. So maybe with that, even I can complete the game, this level or this episode, regardless, maybe that would negatively impact my performance in this mission. Wait, is that something I didn't pick up? No. Okay, can I pick up more than one?
You already have that.
Okay.
You already have that.
Can I use this object with this?
You can't seem to make this work. Nothing happens.
Well, either way, I'm going to save on this one.
Save,
so now
new, replace, delete, cancel, save, replace previous game.
So ST4, this is this one where everything's still intact, and ST5 is the save game with where Harry broke it. So now let's see. Spock, can you use this?
I failed to see the lot.
Yeah, still getting stuck again.
Databanks erased.
It appears our good friend Harry Mudd has crashed the main computers. I doubt if it was a very easy thing to manage.
Spock, we're talking about Harry Mudd. He was probably trying to download it so he could sell it to the highest bidder.
And instead, he wiped the memory. That knowledge was priceless.
At least our life support system isn't dependent on the alien computer.
I believe, Captain, that the basic functions of the ship remain even now. This is the library module. The art, history, and cultural memory of the aliens are gone, but the mechanical necessities of sickbay, engineering, and sensors continue to work.
But their essence, their souls, are gone, Spock.
Illogical, Captain. This race has been extinct for millennia.
Yep, so Harry Mudd breaks that computer regardless. Regardless of what we say, he'll make a mess of it, so might as well go back to the other save. Dang it. I still don't know what to do next. Let me check this. Can I pick up another canister here? Maybe I'll be able to use it somewhere else. Yeah. I still don't know what to do with this. A repair tool.
A multi-purpose repair tool.
Maybe I can repair the alien technology? I don't think I will. I mean, either way the information would be gone, but I might as well try.
Nothing happens.
Nope. Okay, let's check this console again. What if I use my core here?
I can't make anything of these controls.
Okay, what about you?
I don't believe this is the weapons center, Captain. There appears to be one, but it's evidently located elsewhere on the ship. I can't make anything more out of these controls.
I fail to see. This is the secondary station. Sensors, navigate, engineer, done. Sensors, navigation, engine. The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power. Sensors, engineering, done.
Okay, and if I used it...
Thanks to the library computer data.
Communications, view screen.
Done.
Communications.
The Enterprise is out of range for this.
Communications.
Still...
The Enterprise is out of range for the...
Communication. Views.
Done.
Yeah, the Enterprise is still engaged in battle, so I still can't talk to them.
The star field is the same one you saw from the bridge of the Enterprise, with the binary stars swinging majestically past each other.
Okay, maybe I can use maybe this control, the other room's control panel is the weapons controls. Maybe I can use this ship's weapons to help with the fight. Let me see. Can I use you here?
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
Nope. Spock? No.
I certainly see nothing.
An elaborate piece of... You fail to obtain...
Like I said, I know I need to operate this at some point, but I'm not...
A row of unmarked cylindrical containers.
What's this?
These cylinders have fallen down from... These cylinders have...
Can I scan these, maybe?
Unique, Captain. I believe these are self-referencing packed quantum cartridges.
Power boosters! Oh, I've read about those, but they're just theoretical.
Evidently, these are more than theoretical, Lieutenant Bugert. The energy initially released is infinitesimally small, but boosts itself until the power finally released is comparable to our photon torpedoes.
The technical journals discussing the possibilities indicated it would create a weapon of greater range than those we have now, if not a greater punch.
The machinery to deliver these cartridges would be an engineering feat as well, Captain.
Okay, so I know what these are now.
The control panel has power running to...
Can I use it? But I don't have a reason to use it just now, so...
A weapons delivery system. It appears to be an accessory tied directly to the alien equivalent of our ship's phasers and photon torpedoes.
Okay, so this is the weapons control panel. But I can't aim it yet. If I use the sensors, maybe now that I know that I have weapons available, I can try and fire something at the pirates from this ship. No, Spock, yeah. With Kirk it was just communications and view screen. Spock is
This is the secondary state sensors. The Enterprise is in combat with a number of Elassie pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector. Sensors, navigation, engineering, navigation. The computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating any sensors. Engineer done.
Okay. Yeah, I still have no reason to load that canister into their torpedo bay or something. So still not sure what to do.
He looks at you.
Yeah, even if they know how to operate it, no reason to do it. What do you say now?
Kirk, my friend!
There was the...
Perhaps the...
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Same thing. And there should be something to do in this room as well, this room below.
A saver ship emerged.
Evidently missed.
A salvage lockhead.
It appears that Harry Mudd managed to emplace this access hatch.
Will wonders...
Can I not open?
As one would expect, Mr. Mudd has sealed the hatch with his personal code. We cannot enter his ship, Captain.
I suspect that's a blessing in disguise, Mr. Spock.
Okay.
This Save-A-Ship life support generator has seen a great deal of use. It was never a reliable model, being prone to break down without warning. It is, however, properly connected with warning alarms for temperature, atmosphere, and radiation.
Can you scan these tubes?
An unusual matter-antimatter engine, reminiscent of the designs created by the Hoopoon of Seganus 4.
Hoopoon of Seganus 4?
Nothing happens.
This life support generator is an unreliable model at the best of times. Tinkering with it is a gamble with your life.
Okay, I won't do it.
Nothing happens.
Just trying out things. I would not be surprised if Harry Mudd appears here and breaks this machine, but
this life support generator.
Yeah, I might need to use the repair to repair this generator at some point, but nothing so far. Back to square one, huh? Can't use this anymore.
There is nothing at the moment for me to...
I fail to see the logic. I fail to see...
Something I missed over here.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I mean, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, so or what goal am I trying to achieve here? So I'm just trying stuff out. I mean, this is the...
There is nothing at the moment from...
later levels, so I might have to just... I mean, I have to look something up just to make some progress. Can I pick up any?
This is much too heavy. This is much too heavy. These cylinders have fallen. This is much too heavy. Nothing happens.
Actually, maybe I'll leave the... If I don't do a lot of progress, I might just stop in the middle of this chapter and continue on another time. It's pretty... Since situation doesn't... Aside from the combat, the Enterprise being in combat with pirates, the situation here seems to be pretty peaceful. I mean, I don't see what problem needs to be solved here. Hey.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Use the liquid with him again to make him sick.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd.
What is
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. You fail to obtain...
Yeah, I can't do anything with the stuff he's messing with. Maybe I can scan these now.
This storage bay is stockpiled.
Oh, this.
A small energy device with a flanged opening at the front, about the size of one's thumbnail.
These are computer memory transfer media, probably designed for use with the alien computer system.
So like USB drives? So what do I do with this? Trying the bridge again, maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I remember this being turned on. I remember that at some point we need to use the claw to put that canister in the torpedo thing, but I don't remember what to do here.
Nothing happens.
Been too many years. Well, at least
happens.
forgetting
Nothing
about
happens.
the solution
Nothing
means
happens.
I get to figure it out again. So it's kind of like, you know, when you have video games that you wish you could erase your memory so you could experience them again. That's what's happening here. It's been too long, and now I'm experiencing this again. Hang on. So can I use this with the view screen?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Using to
Nothing
with anyone
happens.
doesn't. I also I didn't do anything. I didn't get any actual progress done just by turning these on. So maybe there is
Thanks to the
something more to
library
do here.
computer.
Communications. View screen.
Done.
View screen.
Yeah, the view screen just turns it on and off.
Communications. View screen. I
Hey,
guess the
spider.
universe looks about like communications.
The Enterprise is out of range.
Communications. View
Done.
Yeah.
This is the secondary state. Sensors, navigation, engineering. The engine pods are sensors. The Enterprise is in sensors, navigate. The computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating any sensors. Engineering done.
Yeah, I guess figuring this control panel just gave us information on what's happening with the Enterprise. Trying to figure out the progression of all of the stuff we've done. We managed to get the library working to figure out how to work this panel. Then came across Harry Mudd, and he got sick, and we cured him, and then he broke this. And now what? What does this get us? Where does this leave us? Maybe he should. Hang on, I'm going. Should I try number 4 again? Yeah, this was the save file where he accidentally erased everything. Or maybe it wasn't an accident, but still.
Databanks erased.
It appears our good friend Harry Mudd has crashed the main computers.
Spock, we're talking.
And instead, he
At least our lives.
I believe, Captain, that the basic
But their essence.
illogical.
Yeah, these are same dialogue choices. Let's try and talking to him about it, maybe. I think he'll say the same thing, but yeah, might have to look up what to do here next time.
Kirk, my friend! When have
there was
perhaps there have.
Don't push your luck.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything new. Can I?
This
scan
storage bay is stocked.
These are computer memory transfer media, probably.
Okay, now that I scan these, can I use them with this machine that still hasn't been broken?
You can't seem to make this work.
Use the tricorder again, maybe?
This platform contains the control
Kirk to Enterprise.
Yeah, too much static to communicate.
Nothing happens.
Yep, I'm running out of things to try.
This might be a data screen of some... Nothing happens. Dust and grease lifts off... Nothing happens.
Yeah, either I look up something or I start trying out all the items with everything. Which was stuff we sometimes have to do in these older adventure games, but... Hang on, can I pick up another canister of these? Maybe another color? Same thing. Nope.
There is nothing at the moment for me to...
Not you, Kirk McCoy.
I certainly see nothing.
Okay.
I failed to see the...
You scan any of these?
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Yeah, I think we've reached the stopping point. I'm just running around in circles at this point. And I've already been streaming for 3.5 hours, so... Like I said, this stream would not be a full playthrough. I would not be able to make progress with all of the chapters in this game in a single playthrough, but I think we made a good amount. Like we'll probably at the halfway point, so maybe another stream, another 3-hour stream would be enough to go through the rest of the chapters.
A large claw-like device.
Yeah.
It seems to be part of the loading system for the weapon. It is also fully functional.
Yeah, I tried using it, but nothing happened. Scan these.
Unique, Captain.
Power boost.
Evidently,
the technical journal.
The machinery.
Okay. I can't use this. I know that using this panel would be able to make this, get one of these, and this will open and it will drop here, but I don't know how to reach the point where using this will be necessary. So still something that I'm missing here. So yeah, I'm going to end it right here. Maybe pick at this back at some other point. So in my schedule I had another stream to next Tuesday, but unfortunately I won't be able to make it. So I'll actually push it ahead, and instead I'll stream next Thursday. So 2 days from now I'll be streaming another adventure game. We've already been through Zork, so next time we'll be returning to Zork. So yeah, this Thursday, 2 days from now, I'll be playing Return to Zork. And same thing here. I've been many years since I've played that. I might remember some solutions, I might not. I might get stuck again. Same, but that's the risk with adventure games. This guy. Whoops. So yeah.
Yes, quit the game. No, do not quit the game. Yes, quit the game.
Yes, quit the game. I'll pick this up again at some other point. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Like I said, maybe some of you might not have heard about the point-and-click adventure games, but like I said before, this kind of game really fits with the Star Trek kind of formula with episode structures. So I really much enjoy, even though there are points where you can get stuck and not know what to do, but I think that it fits. It kind of helps tell more stories in the Star Trek universe in a way that fits the narrative, instead of like the last time they tried making a Star Trek game with a new series. They made it a third-person shooter, I think. That doesn't quite fit with the Star Trek theme, I believe. I wish they would make a more point-and-click type or adventure games in the Star Trek universe. I mean, you can't do it with the original series. Only Shatner is alive right now, but Shatner and Nichelle Nichols, what's her name? Yeah, but DeForest Kelley and Leonard Nimoy and James Doohan. Oh yeah, Walter Koenig and George Takei are still alive too. But yeah, with too many of the main series people have passed away, unfortunately. So if we made maybe a point and click based on the Star Trek Discovery, or maybe make with another story with the new series, the new movies, that could work. But well, still hard to convince big developers to make point and click adventure games at this point. But oh well, we still have the old games, and fortunately they still work. So there are still people who have not played these, so they can still experience these as if they were new games. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, and remember to, if you want to check out my previous playthroughs, I've already done a couple other adventure games and other old school retro games. If you want to check out my previous games, and if you follow me, if you consider following the channel, you'll know when I'll be streaming other retro games next. And that's it. Until next time, bye bye.